Right, so my friend Ibby has just bought this high mileage Tesla Model S P85 model, and I've never had a Tesla before. He just popped down to show me. He's a car trader himself. I know he wants to just take it back and stick it up for sale himself, but obviously I am going to try and buy it off him. So yeah, today's video, I'm going to be taking you around this high mileage. You're going to meet Ibby as well in a sec. He's just popped inside. High mileage Tesla Model S. Ibby!
Hey, mate.
Hello mate, you're teasing me with a Tesla, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Are we going to do a deal or not?
Depends what you got for me. Alpha.
I got a nice Alpha, yeah.
Alpha.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? So Ibby's the guy that I bought the car, flip that around a little bit. So I bought my Alpha from a trader up north. I think it was, I can't remember, Fur Cottage Cars. So they bought the car off of, long story, but anyway, I bought it off of them, and then Ibby was the guy that drove the car down for me after I bought it. He dealt with the sale, so massive shout out to Ibby. Ibby's our buyer up in Shipley, yeah? So I spoke about him a bit on the channel. Keep saying to him, you need to get down, and today he's down with his Tesla, right? So, Ibby, what's the mileage on the car, mate? Because we know it's a high mileage one, yeah?
130,000.
130,000 miles, is that alright, do you reckon? Is that like...
This one just has had its battery done at Tesla, so normally you say high mileage, but because the new Teslas come with an 8-year unlimited mileage warranty on them, on the battery and the drive unit, so you just drive them. If the battery goes faulty or the motor, you just put a new one in.
And surely they're like the two main parts of the car,
Yeah, that's the only thing, the main thing that goes wrong with them.
So they cover that for 8 years?
8 years.
So this car's 2014, isn't it?
So 2022.
It's up until 2022.
2022, yeah.
It's got that coverage, and obviously now it's had a battery and a motor. Did you say a battery and a motor?
No, just a battery at the moment. It just had the battery done on it.
Bloody hell, that's good to know, because I've seen them like with over 150,000 miles. They seem to do a lot.
I've seen them with probably 250, 300,000 as well.
Really?
And they're going strong. Normally, it depends how you charge the batteries. They do last up to 200,000-300,000. The later ones now they're saying they're a 1,000,000 mile battery.
Really?
But the earlier ones are 200 to 300k easier. If you're supercharging them regular, that's obviously going to degrade the battery quicker.
So a supercharger is like a fast charge,
fast charger, yeah. You know, up to 150 kilowatts you can charge an hour. That's obviously not that good for the batteries.
But bit like any battery, isn't it?
Yeah,
like fast charger,
anything.
You want to give it a good slow charge, and then it will
last longer,
keep the health of the battery.
Yeah.
It's a bit beaten up, isn't it? I know it's a bit of damage in the front.
Yeah, it's got a few scuffs there, little dent down at the bottom.
So what, you literally just bought it, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just picked this up. Actually, this is one of two. I bought another one a couple of weeks ago that had 130,000 miles on it as well.
Oh really?
Yeah,
so what are they company cars then?
Yeah, these were owned by a food company as a sales rep car, so they're not used for like taxi or anything, it's just for like a sales rep.
Just like a sales rep car. So what is it? Is it just got one owner on the logbook then?
Yeah, just one company owned from brand new.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've actually always wanted to get my hands on a Tesla as well. So the 85.
Right, so the way...
Because I don't know, look, I ain't got too much knowledge on these cars. You're the Tesla guy.
So there's three parts to them. You have the battery size, so 60 means 60 kilowatts, 85, this is 85 kilowatts.
Okay.
There's the four-wheel drive, so that'll be a D. So if you have like 85D, that means 85 kilowatt battery, and it's a dual motor.
Ah, right, dual motor, so it's got a motor for the front wheels, motor for the rear wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best one is the P, that means performance. So you get the red brake calipers on it. You get a bigger motor.
So the 100p?
No, so you can get performance in the 85 kilowatts.
Yeah.
You can get performance in the 90. That's rear-wheel drive only. They were limited for when they got introduced in 2014. Before they went to the dual motor performance.
Yeah.
Very rare, £19,000 upgrade. You got a performance rear-wheel drive.
That's what this is.
That's what this is.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they're rare.
Oh really?
So if you bought a standard,
how much of an upgrade to say?
£19,000.
£19,000 on
just
top.
for the
That's mad.
Yeah, and then you could get a plus as well. So P85 Plus would have meant that it had different suspension on it as well, more sporty suspension. This is not the Plus, but I've had a Plus before and it drives totally different to this.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
And then if you got the P85D, that would be the 4-wheel drive one.
Dual motor.
Yeah,
one.
you can't get the rear-wheel drive anymore. They only do the dual
So
motor.
they're all dual motor.
All dual motor.
I suppose because they're a lot of power, aren't they? So what does this equate to in horsepower?
470 horsepower. This
400.
instant.
That's unbelievable. We talk about Teslas all the time. Like you rate them, didn't you?
I had a Model X P100D, the 4-wheel drive one, 7-seater. 0 to 62.7 seconds.
That's mad. And they're a big thing, aren't they?
Big, over 2 tons.
That's crazy. So, what else? I was about to say something else. I'm so interested in this car because obviously I've been in a taxi and like been out for a little journey in one, but I've never driven one, never felt the power of one.
It's totally different the way they drive, the way the regen on the brakes happens, because you don't have to use the brakes as much. So the brakes on these should last over 150,000 miles in them. They're still running the original brakes. That's original brakes.
No way.
Yeah. Because you're not braking.
You're not braking as much.
Yeah, because when you come off the accelerator, the car's regenning, so it's slowing down. So you control your braking with your regen on the accelerator. So you only use the brakes when you're stopping.
When you absolutely need to, yeah.
You need to, yeah. So you have to get that used to a little bit of that. So when you do fast road driving, you don't have to use the brakes. So you can just do 1 foot drive, one pedal driving.
So you're saying you can just let off to slow down.
Let off to slow down.
Right, I didn't know that.
So you can actually drive quicker in them because you're not coming onto the brakes as much.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, which is why them brakes have lasted so bloody long. And it's a single speed. I guess it's not a gearbox, is it?
No gearbox. Motor, 1 speed.
Man,
so they do fade.
What do you mean, like they run out of power at the top?
Yeah.
Is it like that though? It's not a rev. It's
if you say stick to the 70 mile an hour maximum speed limit, they go. But if you're obviously on a private road or on a racetrack, you know, after 90, 80, 90, 100 or something like that, they do start fading. The normal ones, the performance ones keep pulling. They do keep pulling, but not as strong.
Not as strong as like.
Yeah, because I've jumped out of GTR, you know, where
you're in 6th gear and you're at 4,000 revs or whatever. You've got loads of guts left.
Yeah, you got loads of guts left in them.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but up to what you do in the normal day-to-day driving,
they've got loads of power.
Oh, more than enough.
Right, should we get out for a drive then? Yeah,
let's go. Tesla, what they did was they just said, right, okay, we're gonna fucking get rid of, no one can nick these cars. They'd sent an overnight update and put pin to drive, so I just put a pin on and that's it, done.
No way, but like an iPhone, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can just put a pin in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So before that car starts, you have to put that pin in.
What a good idea.
Just over the air, done.
Such a simple thing, yeah. Oh, so that's mad.
It,
live updating.
Live update, boom, and pin, because people were nicking them, so they just put pin to drive in and that's it, done. So now anyone can, I can leave the keys, you can jump in it and you won't drive it off.
That's so
pin.
cool. Such a simple,
so easy, yeah.
Such a simple feature.
Whereas like M3, all these cars were getting pinched, or you have to get ghost fitted in and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They just sent it straight through.
What a good idea. Even this screen, like, I don't know what it's capable of. It looks like it's capable of lights.
Yeah, so these are all the superchargers there. So when I put my postcode in, it'll tell me.
Get a shot of that. So you literally got a map of the UK there, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then you've got all of the charging points, yeah?
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, go on, we'll hit the road, man. What's, how much battery we got left in it? We're going to break down, are we?
No, it's got 112 miles.
Ah, yes.
90% charge, it was showing 206 miles on it.
90? Oh, okay. So
yeah, you normally charge them to 90%.
So that's a good range on a full charge.
I've been on other Teslas to London and back and all over. But when you put your postcode in, it checks the range with the distance, and then it tells you that okay, you can get to your journey. Yeah, or you need to stop at this supercharger for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, top it up, and then you can get to your destination. So the Sat Nav does it for you.
Does it all the thinking for you.
Yeah. And it's all Europe. Is all of Europe that's covered.
Oh man. I think that's such.
Yeah, it slows down.
I see what you mean. You can sort of feel it.
So when you let go now, it's got the regen on it there.
Oh my god, it's proper. Like it's fierce, isn't it?
Yeah. When you're driving quicker, like, it's a lot more. So when you put it in sport mode, it's sport. So left or right?
Go left up it, yeah. So this doesn't have the ludicrous mode, no?
No. This is just the ludicrous was a separate upgrade. That was in the later one.
Surely that's
now.
You can feel it.
Feel the regen, yeah.
So what do you do? Hover on the throttle then all the time? No, I mean when you're genuinely driving.
Yeah. So when I'm driving, I could just let it go slowly, and I can control how much regen with my accelerator now.
So that's regenning the battery, is it?
Battery as well, and slowing it down. So it's putting a bit of charge in the battery. So it's making them.
Oh, that's mad. I didn't even know that. We'll go left. So these are really a new thing. I know they're not a new thing, but it's a whole. Although it's still a car, there's a lot more to it, isn't it? To what we're all used to.
Yeah, it is early for majority of the public, but Tesla were doing this sort of stuff. I think this car started in 2012 in America. Yeah. So these lot are, you know, the big boys in the battery technology and stuff like that.
Yeah, it throws you back, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the
it's got some balls, isn't it? It's quick, man. Just make sure that one's definitely filming.
With the way these are normally 30 to like 60, 30 to 40 to 60, 70, that's where the peak power is, where they just get off and go. But obviously rear-wheel drive, a lot of weight is over 2 tons.
I was gonna say they are quite heavy,
they do lag a little bit, but then they just...
I can't believe how instant that is.
Instant, yeah.
It's just there, isn't it? Like a petrol car just don't do that, does it?
No, you don't get that.
Leon's i8's like, obviously Leon's i8 is a hybrid, yeah?
Yeah, that's a hybrid.
They're a petrol, obviously got a petrol engine as well. That's really on and off as well. These electric motors are so...
So is that now.
That's mad, man, how it just brakes like that. It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even the fact that it's got no gears, it's just constant power.
Yeah, it keeps going, yeah.
It just keeps going.
Because that's what you get is that instant torque, power.
Yeah. That is quality, isn't it? So you're obviously buying and selling a few of them, are you?
We get loads in. I've been buying and selling them for, you know, a good few years now. You know, I've had most of the variants in them. I've had just the standard ones.
It's been around, and we'll go back down like a little country road. Yeah, you seem to have had a good few of them. So you don't want to trade this one out now?
I don't know.
Really? Why, man?
Well, do a deal with the Alpha.
Nah.
They are my favourite cars.
These lot would be gutted if I sell that Alpha.
You know, I was really tempted to just say to you, I'm keeping the Alpha.
Really?
Because I've been after one for a long time. Minimum that spec you got there, and it's just so hard to get.
It's so hard to get in that spec.
You know, let's say when I had my M3 competition, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah. The manual one.
The manual.
That was a serious car, because that was on Ricky's channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that had all the ceramic brakes in it.
Ceramic brakes.
Believe it or not, since I had that car, I got a call last week from a chap who snoozed and he lost that car. Please get me that car back from that owner. I've been looking for it solid from then. He's not found that spec car.
That spec car?
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Go right up there.
But at that time I was looking for a quadrifoglio as well.
You've always wanted one.
Yeah, since then I can't find a spec like yours.
You can't find them with that spec. I think even the whole year that I've been looking at them cars, do you know what, sorry guys, I've got the front camera's just not working, man, so I've got no front shots. But we're don't worry, it's all good.
Plus when you supercharge them, when the battery's warm, you'll get more performance than this as well. So if they're freshly supercharged,
the battery's
more conditioned and warmed.
That makes sense as well.
Yeah, you'll get more performance on it. That's the quickest they'll be after they've been supercharged,
right. Do you know what, like you said before, they give you like a sickening feeling. They actually do. Like, I know this ain't mega quick compared to the 100.
The P100D, you can feel the blood in the air getting sucked back.
It's a different feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, different feeling. You do feel a bit like, especially if you're on a like twisted road.
Does it skip out a little bit as well?
When it's wet, you can't get the power down.
Really?
Yeah, when it's wet, the traction control is just going mental on it.
So in sport mode, is the traction control on?
Yeah, it's still on, yeah. You can turn them off, but they're not like a car where you can modulate the throttle and control it.
No, yeah.
You know, they're electric, so you get everything. It's hard to, like, if you want to say, drift them.
Yeah.
But the Model 3 dual motor performance, I've had that as well. And they updated that. This is why Tesla, I love Tesla, because they keep improving the product. So they got the Model 3 out and they thought, right, okay, we want to give it more performance. Over the air update, and they drop the 0 to 60 time, and they put a track pack on it. With a track pack, you can control the bias if you want it front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, full rear wheel drive.
No
handle
way.
regen. Oh yeah, it's mental, because from one update they made that car a totally different car.
Bloody hell.
So then you can go on the track and say, I want 70% of power going to the back.
Ah, that's
or 50-50,
so good.
just by the
Oh, do you know what? I wish so many cars had that. Like my RS6 said to you before, all the power went to the front wheels. It used to wind me up.
Yeah.
It needs to. Some cars need to be rear dominant, don't they?
Yeah, them lot, it's because it's electric, and they thought, like, okay, M3's coming out, the competition's getting ahead. Let's give this over the air.
And they can literally flash it.
Boom, connect to Wi-Fi, and you
That's
download
brilliant,
it. And then the car was a different car from before the update to after. You felt like it was a new car.
That's unbelievable.
To suit you, they loaded different tracks on it and all sorts of stuff.
That's so good.
So you do get updates. You got games on it as well.
Even this screen, like what you can do with that screen.
You got like a toy box of stuff in it. Because they wanted a bit of a joke, Elon, he sent this emissions, you know, taking a Mickey out of VW.
Yeah.
So he sent this emissions mode out doing farts.
Oh, what?
So it's basically VW had an emission scandal.
Yeah.
So he did a bit of a Mickey with it. So he got the emissions testing mode, and he put farts on it.
That is jokes.
So you can put it in different, like, passenger, or you got,
I
like,
can hear it changing, moving around the car.
Yeah, so you've got like a sketch pad on there. You've got games on it as well that you can play with when you're parked up as well.
That's crazy. Even like the size of that bloody screen. It's like, it's mad. It is literally like a big iPad, isn't it?
Yeah, massive iPad. It works like a similar system. If
Yeah,
you used to an Apple product, that's easy to use.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it good then? Like, is it laggy or is it?
A little bit on the sat nav, but overall it is decent.
You might be able to go left up here. I don't know. This was closed the other day.
Here,
Yeah, that's open now. I'm having to do some handheld shots forwards because the front camera's just not playing ball today. Don't know why.
the back end.
I felt the back end there. Oh my god. It's such a strange feeling because it don't make no noise.
No
does
noise,
it?
yeah.
It's so weird. See, the back end skipped a bit then, didn't it?
Yeah, it goes. This is where you can drive a bit more, you can feel the performance.
Yeah. It seems like such an easy thing to drive as well.
Very easy, yeah.
Because you ain't thinking about gears or nothing, you've got power constantly when you want it, ain't you?
And then, like, now I'm not pressing the brakes on most of this drive.
So
yeah.
You can feel it sketchy at the back, can't you? Obviously we've got a dry road today, so it's not too...
In the way is
I bet it's not.
85. I've got an 85 in stock as well, and I've got two P85s. When you drive them back to back, you can notice the difference in the power. Massive difference.
Massive difference, really.
Yeah. Like that.
It's quick, isn't it?
2014, it's quick car. You're talking
You've got to
early
think
fours.
if it's 470 brake,
Yeah.
that's a lot of power, isn't it?
I think the claim 0 to 60 is 4.2 on them.
Which is mega quick.
Yeah, the only thing that'll probably limit it is the traction, obviously the rear-wheel drive off the line. But
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's got like is it an Alcantara roof line?
yeah, that's an upgrade on the performance. You don't get that normally, no.
Right. It's got a pan roof as well.
Yeah, panoramic roof you get on them. That's an extra. Everything's an extra on them. Now the extras are quite simplified. Now you can only get like 5 colours, or you know, they all come with a roof on them. On the Model 3, for example, or fixed roof. You can only get 2 different designer wheels on them, and they're very basic.
Very
now.
basic.
Yeah.
Specs.
But at the time in 2014, they did do quite a few
different spec levels.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So what's your plan? Obviously you don't want to do a deal with me, I'll take it. I ain't going to sell you my Alpha.
I'm just going to prep it up and just get them on the market.
It's got needs quite a bit of prep. Did it come from London, did it?
Yeah, this is for
like
a company
wheels,
from London, yeah.
all
just
that sort of
usual,
stuff.
Car part dints,
City stuff, yeah.
like that. Just usual trade prep stuff.
Yeah.
Get wheels done, get a bit of body work done on it, dent man.
How much could I advertise it for?
These were going to be the cheapest. Tesla start about 28 grand.
I was going to say they're about 30 grand, didn't they?
Yeah, either 28, we're talking 150k for the standard 85.
So
what I believe is
their money well, isn't they?
Yeah, they all the money really well. The Model X's last year they were £50,000 plus. Final less than 50 this year.
Really? So they've gone up?
They've actually gone up in value. These have sort of, they've held their money okay-ish. From last year to year, you probably would have lost a couple of grand, but it's costing you nothing to run because you're on free supercharger. If you're travelling.
So is there no like monthly standing charge or nothing?
Nothing.
Like that? I know we had a Renault Zoe or something recently.
Yeah, they
like 40 quid a month charge.
Yeah, basically what they did with them is they were a good idea when you bought them new, because you bought a lease deal, you bought the battery on a rental, for example.
Yeah.
In the used car market, who's going to buy a car to pay £40 a month?
It's mad. It goes against the grain of like
the purpose of
free
it.
Motoring.
Correct. So Tesla didn't offer that. They said that's the product, buy it or you don't. Like Apple.
That's mad.
But when they introduced it in 2014,
yeah,
what they did was to get people to buy them because it's a new product. They offered free supercharging for life on the vehicle.
Blimey.
So until this vehicle dies, it's free supercharging on it. So you can go to any supercharger in Europe, not just in the UK. So I can put, let's say, put a postcode in there, south of France.
Whatever, yeah.
I can travel right now for free on the supercharger network there now.
And then get to South France, supercharge it there.
Yeah, straight away supercharge it.
I can feel that in my stomach, man. It's such a strange experience, isn't it?
This
Even
is what
the fact it's not making no noise.
No noise, yeah. You don't get the buzz of a combustion engine.
You're a petrol head as well.
Petrol head as well. But just for day to day, people don't understand. It's day to day. You get up, go work. It's just easier. You get in the car completely because it learns when you go to work or get up and use the car. So if I wake up every morning when gyms were open, I used to go at 6:30 in the morning. The car knows Monday to Friday I use it at 6:30. It preheats it for you because it's got like a AI function built into it. Yes, it learns
your habits.
And if not, you've got a mobile app where you can just turn the heating on. So you get in the car, it's warm, and it's free. So you get all this performance for free. So this is now not cost. It's not. 5 miles per gallon, 15 miles per gallon GTRs. It's like after I finish, I'm just go supercharger, plug it in, and it's cost me no.
That's so good, isn't it?
Free road tax.
You can see why they're so appealing, and free road tax as well.
Free road tax, free congestion charge, free ULEZ.
How much was this new? Do you know?
These were around 90,000 new.
So it's done. So it's 60, but it's done 130,000 miles.
On it, yeah.
So it's depreciated quite a lot, I suppose, but. From that, there's a new G-Wagon in front. I can't.
A new G63, that.
Oh man, let me get a shot of that. It looks so similar to my one though, doesn't it? They've fattened the body a little bit.
Curved the lights a little bit.
Yeah, that is a proper cool car. But cost you a fortune to run that, wouldn't it?
I've had AMGs.
We'll go left. We'll just go left again. Wrap the video up. So what are you saying? You're going to get it back, get it prepped up, stick it up for about 30 grand or whatever?
Yeah, roughly about that. Depending on the market, but obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can imagine they must be massively demanded because
we can't get enough of them. That's the truth. That Model X, I put it on in the morning of it going on sale.
Live. Yeah.
Deposit taken, people fighting, calls after calls.
Good news, isn't it? That's good to know, man. So, wrap the video up, yeah. So, like I said earlier in the video, Ibby's our buyer in Shipley, which is just outside of Bradford. So if you're in and around that area, you want to sell a car, specifically Teslas, I think. Anything. Same as me, he buys cars for trade money, and he's got his own site, and he sticks them up for sale. So yeah, if you are in that area, you want to sell your car, give Ibby a shout. I'll put a link to his Instagram and stuff in the description below, and I'll put a link to my Instagram as well. Obviously, I'm still buying cars. I'm down south though, we're miles apart. You can tell slight difference in accents. Ibby's got a strong accent, man. But yeah, all my links will be in the description below. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up and straight across. Go left, spin around, and go come back, whatever. So hit like, hit subscribe if you're new, and give me a follow on Instagram. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.
Since the making of this video, Ibby fully prepared the Tesla for sale. And then soon after that, he sold it. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, it's another episode of Subscribers Cars with this lovely guy here, Yusuf, with his and his wife's Ford Focus ST.